Thank you to today's sponsor, Science on Call, 24/7 technical support for all your restaurant needs. Perhaps you own a wonderful pancake restaurant called Brenda's Wonderful Pancakes, and a customer so satisfied by the wonderfulness of your pancakes gives you a great big smile as he pats his belly with one hand and offers his credit card with the other. However, his smile turns upside down when your point-of-sale system refuses to recognize his credit card. He assures you his card is good, and to prove it, he shows you a printed copy of his most recent FICO score. But this was not necessary, because you know he is telling the truth. The problem is not his card, it is your point-of-sale system. Thank goodness you have Science on Call's proficient team of talented human and robot professionals who help you troubleshoot your troublesome point-of-sale system right over the phone. Within seconds, your credit card scanning problem is solved for good. Your customer's upside-down smile turns upside down once again, becoming right side up, and he leaves your restaurant lost in a daydream of the next time his belly will be empty enough to accommodate more of your wonderful pancakes. For all your restaurant's technical support needs, Science on Call is just a click, a tap, a text, or a scan away. Visit scienceoncall.com/pizza to book a demonstration. Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the investigative journalism program, or IJP, where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? A proud part of the Panoply Network, a wholly owned subsidiary of Pizzaply Media. I'm your host, Brian Thompson, investigative journalist. Not 24 hours ago, I intended the topic of today's episode to be something entirely different from what it, in fact, is. But I was made aware of an alarming development that unfortunately requires my immediate attention. I regret to inform you that the Kentucky Fried Chicken Chizza is coming to the United States. The Chizza has been available on certain international KFC menus for quite some time. The name itself is a portmanteau of chicken and pizza. The product is made up of a slab of fried chicken meat topped with pizza sauce, cheese, and various region-specific toppings. In Malaysia, for example, the Chizza is available with pineapple and chili flakes. And in India, one may order a Chizza topped with diced peppers. But starting February 23, 2024, the American version of Chizza will be served with perhaps the most iconic pizza topping of all, slices of pepperoni-style sausage. And the first place to serve it will be a special, redesigned KFC restaurant on the Lower East Side of the island of Manhattan Island. Dubbed the Chizzeria, this location will serve nothing but Chizzas for 2 days, distributing them for free to all interested customers. This development raises some serious questions which I, as one of the world's foremost experts on matters relating to pizza, fast food, and fast food pizza, am uniquely qualified to explore. Perhaps the most pressing question is this: is the KFC Chizza pizza? When I first learned of the Chizza's availability at international KFCs some years ago, I stated on the record that I did not consider it pizza at all, and instead would more accurately describe it as wet chicken. I stand by this stance. Due to certain loopholes in government documents such as the Magna Carta, the U.S. Constitution, and the Canadian Bible, most citizens of the world are perfectly within their legal rights to cover any food or even any inedible object with pizza-inspired toppings. That does not make said thing pizza. In fact, I would argue the defining ingredient of pizza is the crust. It is not unheard of for restaurants to serve sauceless pizzas for those with tomato allergies, and it is rather common to find cheeseless pizzas for those to whom dairy gives diarrhea. But a crustless pizza, well, I am afraid that would just be a handful of slop. KFC may fry their chicken fillets in such a thick and yeasty batter that they technically qualify as bread, but they are not crusts. And thus, the Chizza is not pizza. Question number 2. If KFC can afford to give out Chizzas for free, why do they not regularly distribute free food to the disadvantaged? For the answer to this question, one need only look to the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel Harland David Sanders. The KFC Corporation has taken great pains over the years to shape the image of Colonel Sanders into a cartoonish character of fun, going so far as to have him portrayed in television commercials by a rotating cast of beloved comedians, such as Kevin Spacey. But the sad truth is that Colonel Sanders earned his rank as a soldier in the Army of the Confederate States of America. He was a brutal authoritarian, a butcher of men, and a staunch opponent of charitable giving, lest the recipient of said charity be someone he considered ethnically inferior. Today, the KFC Corporation honors his disgraceful memory by making sure they never distribute anything from their menu for free that anyone would actually want. Question number 3. If KFC can serve Chizza, could not McDonald's serve pizza? While the Chizza is a disgusting, ghastly product destined to fail, at least it is something relatively new. Other of McDonald's competitors have been similarly innovative with their menu selections in recent years. For example, I am thinking of Taco Bell's new Fruity Chewy Taco Chewy, which is a taco where the seasoned beef has been replaced with Starburst fruit candies and is served tucked inside a Reebok brand sneaker. Contrast this with McDonald's, which, while regularly subtracting items from their menu, such as their McCafe baked goods, has only added new products in the form of various limited edition flavors of dipping sauce. And these are not even separate products at all, as each supposedly unique sauce is in fact just ketchup at various stages of rot. McDonald's certainly can serve pizza, and by that I mean actual original recipe McDonald's pizza, not just sauce and cheese spread on top of a McNugget, but they simply choose not to. The question of why is one to which I have devoted my journalistic life. I hope I am able to answer it before my passing away. Still, the fact remains that for now, KFC is moving forward with their Chizza plan. As I record this program, they will be initiating this assault tomorrow at their Chizzeria location in my proverbial backyard of Lower Manhattan. As a responsible citizen and a person of conscience, I cannot just sit idly by while this happens, not when so much is at stake. So, to give back to my community, I decided to make preparations to aid those poor people who, for whatever sick reason, will tomorrow choose to subject themselves to the Chizza.
This is Lori. How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson. I found this phone number on a website for airsickbags.com. Do you manufacture airsick bags?
We have manufactured for us, but we have them, yes.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, I was just wondering if perhaps I could order some to be overnighted to New York City to arrive by tomorrow. Is that possible?
Let me see where they're at. I think they're in our Texas warehouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's a little far.
Well, the situation is, are you familiar with the fast food chain KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes.
They're introducing a new menu item at a special event in New York City tomorrow called I think it's called the Chizza. It's like a combination of the words chicken and pizza. It's basically a piece of chicken with pizza sauce and cheese and pepperoni on it. And I'm just wondering if maybe I could get some airsick bags shipped to New York in time for this event. I'm not sure when it opens, but just in case people try this item and have a problem, I think it might be necessary to have these bags. I'm not really sure exactly how many I will need.
Yeah, you can only buy them by the case, unfortunately.
How many are in a case?
And 1,000.
Oh, 1,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess better to have too many than too few. I don't expect very many people to show up for this event. It doesn't seem like very many people would be interested in even trying this item, mostly just masochists.
Yeah, they're
maybe.
$150, and honestly, an overnight would probably cost you the same.
Oh, so double that? $300?
Yeah. I'm thinking you might be able to find like a white sandwich bag that's similar, just won't have the tin ties.
Oh, really? I am familiar with the sort of like the plasticky metal twist ties at the top.
Yeah, you might be able to find something nearby.
But other than that, are the bags...
You only need
are the bags reinforced in some way against sick?
Not really. They're paper on the outside, and they have like a wax kind of coating on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That was my other question, actually. I know that they're typically used on airlines where people are eating very small foods, such as pretzels, etc. If people are going to be upchucking Chizza, I don't know if it needs to be a more sturdy bag, but you're saying any sort of standard bag might do the trick, as it were?
Well, I'm thinking if you find something that's wax lined, or you might be able to find, I'm trying to think.
Well, if I can't find wax lined, could I get non-wax lined and maybe melt some candles in them or something?
No, because the candles will burn a hole through it.
Oh, good thinking.
You can put a plastic bag in there. That's the only thing I could think. I don't know.
Bag inside.
I don't think you're going to get that many people literally taking a bite and throwing up. I mean, that's insane.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't know. That sounds crazy.
Oh, but were you paying attention when I described what the item was? I had a bit of trouble.
The pizza wrapped in a chicken wing, or the pizza's wrapped around a piece of chicken, right?
Well, sort of. I understand. It's quite difficult to explain because it's somewhat of a monstrosity. It's a piece of fried chicken with pizza sauce on it and cheese on top of that and pepperoni on top of that. And they're transforming one of the KFC locations in New York City into what they're calling a Chizzeria, which is sort of a play on the word pizzeria for a place that serves pizza. So this is sort of KFC's answer to pizza, but as you can imagine, I think this is something that maybe is going to cause some digestive problems, or even before it even gets to the full digestive system, some problems in the stomach or even in the esophagus. So I was just trying to do a public service, but $300 does seem a bit out of my budget.
Right.
So if I were going to just find, let's just say, a regular type of sandwich bag, like you said, do you have any tips or tricks for where I might find such a thing for free? Outside of dumpsters or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't know, unfortunately.
Okay. And I guess if I pulled one from the dumpster, it probably would be a little bit of a self-sabotage situation if you're giving it to someone when they're going to throw up.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay, well, I guess I will just wander around the city until I can find some for a reasonable price.
Yeah.
But you said that it sounded sort of ridiculous that someone would bite into this item and immediately vomit. So is this something that you would try?
I don't really eat meat, but I eat pizza, so I don't know. I don't think I'd get sick off of it immediately.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? I think people would be into it, trying it, sure. Okay,
well, I'm hoping for the best. I do not see this happening, though.
Good luck, and call me back if you need something. But yeah, I think you're spending a lot of money for, I don't know.
Right.
Because it's got to come from Texas to New York. That's a long ways. So I'm just guessing the price would be $150. It could be more because they weigh like 20 pounds, I believe, a case weighs.
Okay.
So yeah, if you could find something locally, that might be better for you.
Yes. And now I'm sort of thinking that maybe it might be more cost effective just to purchase a garden hose so I can just hose down the sidewalk after the fact.
Just get some plastic bags. Do they have plastic bags there?
They do. I mean, they have zip top bags. Some brand name would be a Ziploc, but I say zip top because I don't want to run into a copyright problem.
I would get like a little garbage bag that you put in your bathroom, like the smaller ones.
Okay.
They got smaller ones at like Walmart. I don't know if you want. I'm in Rochester, New York, so like a drugstore would probably have the smaller. Just to have smaller ones available, maybe that's cheaper. I think perhaps it costs maybe $5.
Local New York City drugstore, like a Duane Reade by Walgreens.
Like a Walgreens, yeah. They should have those smaller garbage cans, just like the ones you have in your bathroom.
Well,
at least it's a smaller, and it's a white bag, then a plastic Ziploc that you could see through.
Oh, yes, that is a good point. I wouldn't want anyone to see through it because then it might inspire other people to continue with the upchuck, and it would be a sort of a vicious cycle of upchucking.
Right.
Okay, well, this is very helpful.
Good luck. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm trying to give you some ideas. I don't know. All right. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your candor.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Goodbye.
Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com. To support the show, please join my Patreon at patreon.com/pizza@mcd's for exclusive benefits. And for more information, including links to social media, merchandise opportunities, etc., visit pizza@mcdonalds.com. Thank you to my invaluable Patreon producers: Bipolar Biped, Grant Bacon, Jacob Ford, Joe Kajik, Kimberly King, Andy McH, Kyle Turok, Pam Gabriel, Polly Egan, Thomas Young, Trisha Yates, Will, Adam Crump, Andrew Duffy, Andrew Ahmed Rubin, Billy Jean, Brad Allen Thompson, Creighton Barrow, Dan Dreyer, Jeffrey Francis Sylvia, Jay Poop, Calvin Thomas, Laurel Paul, Opus Moreski, Paul Fu, and Ryan Guggenmoss. I'm Brian Thompson, investigative journalist.